welcome back to my channel. So last week I shared that I got the Kobo Libra Color, and I did ask you guys if you wanted me to do a mini review on this, and a lot of you guys said yes. I tested out for a whole week and now I can do a mini review for you guys. If you haven't been to my channel yet, welcome. My name is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as an entrepreneur and content creator and my tips and tricks for business. I also share a lot of desk productivity and lifestyle videos, so if you're interested in any of that or all of that, make sure you subscribe and let's get into this video. So first off, I have a couple disclaimers. The first thing is probably one of the most important ones is that I've never had a Kindle my whole life, so I won't be able to compare it to that. Second thing is I've always been a Kobo person. I had my first Kobo around 2015. I had the Kobo Aura, and then I upgraded to the first gen Libra in 2021, I believe. And I also have the Elipsa, which is the really big one that you can write in. So that's my little history of Kobo. The last disclaimer is that I purchased this with my own money, so I would be very honest with what I have to say. I also want to mention that I'm not an expert at e-readers. This is just something I carry with me and just use it to read. My review is going to be super short, but it's just going to be comparing my old Libra. It's going to be sharing a little bit of how the annotation works in here, including the notebooks, and just my thoughts in general. So without further ado, let's get in. Okay, so I switched the view. Now I can see it top down. You can see everything at a glance, and I'm going to share my mini review with you guys. So first off, this is what it looks like. If I took it out of the case, at a first glance you see the colors aren't super vibrant, and that's totally normal because this type of technology is like this. I never expected it to be super vibrant. If you are looking for something more vibrant, either get the actual book or even use your iPad as your e-reader. iPad mini are really great for that, but also it can be super distracting with all the other apps that is available. So that's why I love carrying this by itself, so that I'm making sure that I'm just strictly reading or looking at an audiobook and stuff like that. So that's what I love about this first. So that is how it looks at a glance. Second thing is the case that I got. This one is the sleep cover that's mainly for the pen. So the pen just sits on this little side here. I didn't get the other case. The other case you'll be able to make it stand. So I have my old one here. This is the Libra 1. The stand can stand. So it can stand like this, and then you can just sit it somewhere. When I use this one, I used to have it on the plane, so I can just let it sit like that and then turn the page when I want. You can go multiple directions. But since I got the case for the pen, this one doesn't allow that, which is very interesting. I'm not sure why they did that, but if I ever want another case, I can always get another one. But I love this case also because it's like a beige color. It's really warm tone, and I really enjoy that. So there's that. So first off, maybe we'll do a mini comparison of the first Libra that I have. I believe there is a second one. So I did get this first one back in when I first moved here, I believe, so 2021-ish. I picked this up because I was using an older version and I wanted a newer version. Now this one's gonna go to the hubby while I have the new one. So as you look at it, it's pretty similar. You can see that the first Libra has like this little lip in the front. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's like a lip here. So I guess holding it was better back then. So this is how it looks side by side. They're basically the same size. The design is just a little bit different. But pretty much is the same. And in the back, the first one is white in the back, so this is how it looks. This was the Libra 1, and then the new one is in this like gray tone with like flowery. So here are the difference between the first one and the color one, which I believe this would be the 3rd gen. But that's basically like the main difference. And then other than that, the main reason why I got this was that because it has the color, which is the newest upgrade, or now you can use the pen in here. For the Libra 1, they didn't introduce the pen one yet, so this one couldn't do pen, so that's really exciting. I can do 2-in-1. I also have the Elipsa, which is I think it's called. They have the second one now, but I purchased this because at the time I had the Libra 1, and then I heard that you can write in them, so I had to grab this one. This is a lot bigger, which is kind of like an iPad size. But this is great if you are reading like more intensive stuff. In that way, if you want to annotate anything, it's a lot easier because obviously it's a lot bigger. But this one, it can be really hard to carry around. It is pretty heavy, and I don't even like this cover, but there's not many choices for covers. But yeah, so there's that. And it's also black, I believe. So now that they had a 2-in-1 for me, and it was also has color, is like the perfect thing for me. So that's why I did my upgrade. So I would say if you already have one or you have an older e-reader, this is a really good upgrade to have. But if you did just get one recently, I would suggest maybe not get this one yet, or wait till another upgrade of this or something like that. If you do decide to read graphic novels or something, maybe this would be good. Even having kind of like recipes in here, if you just want to see the colors, then it'd be a good upgrade. But if you just purchased one recently, I feel like this is something you can skip. But for me, I had 2 generations ago, and I have been wanting to do more annotating and writing, so that's kind of like a 2-in-1 for me to upgrade. But there's that. So let's get into the e-reader itself. First off, everything is super easy to use. I've always remembered e-readers are a little bit slower in general, which I never really minded because I'm pretty used to it. Everything seems pretty easy to use. You're able to use the pen for a lot of things. So if you can write in it by just writing on it, you can press this button here to highlight anything. So if you want to highlight it, and then if you click on it, you can change the color of your highlight, you can remove it and add notes. And then last but not least, is my favorite part, is that this back part. At first I didn't know how to erase and I was super confused, but as like a normal pencil, you literally just erase by the back of the pen, which I really enjoy. And this sticks on pretty easily and pretty quickly, so as you see. I also love how everything is a USB-C. Definitely something that's game-changing, because my old Libra is actually the micro one to charge, and that sometimes is a hassle to bring around. But yeah, so that is first thing. Reading is super easy. The colors feel a lot better than the old one, and the default font it chose is actually pretty good also. I actually like this font a lot more than the font that's in my old one. The difference of the lighting, this lighting is like the same as this, but it feels a little bit too bright, while this just feels more like you're actually reading a book. I don't know how to explain, but that's kind of how I felt when reading with this one now. And then for notebooks, I actually love it. You can have to-do lists, so I had a little to-do list that I made the other day, and I actually like it. Super easy to use. It's pretty similar to the Elipsa that I've had. I've actually done something similar before to do this, and yeah, obviously it's the screen's a little smaller, so it can be harder to write, especially if you're used to writing a little bit bigger. But other than that, seems pretty good. Super easy to use, and then erasing is also super easy to use. I absolutely love it. For the notebook, there's also different background you can use, so this is kind of how it looks. You can do calligraphy in here. You can have different types of notes. There's grid, guitar tabs, handwriting. You can even write storyboards in here, which I thought was super cool for the artsy people out there. You can plan daily, plan monthly, plan weekly. But yeah, there's a lot of different notebook options there, so I don't mind it. It's really cool. I love it. And yeah, that's pretty much my mini review of this. Not too crazy. I'm still testing it out in different ways, but I do want to bring in some like cooking books in here to see how that looks. But mainly the takeaway to this video is having it as a double thing. I can write if I need to, or I can read if I want to, and that way I'm also not distracted. Don't have to bring my iPad mini around and get distracted by other apps, so that's actually really good also. So here is a sample of one of the cookbooks that I have. As you see, the color is clearly not as vibrant, obviously colorful as an actual book. I feel like it's good enough. You can tell exactly how the color is supposed to be anyways with these kind of products, but it's just really different to see on an e-reader, which some people might not like, but to me, I don't really mind it. It's nice to actually get to see the color, because if I looked at it in my Libra one, you probably can't see anything, so I don't mind it. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed this mini review. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, this is a dream e-reader. First, it has the color now, and second, I'm able to read and write in it at the same time, which is something I've been always wanting with my Libra 1 and my Elipsa. So now that I have it all in one, it's actually super exciting. I hope this review helped you in any way. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And that's it for today's video. And don't forget to follow me at Life with Holly Lifestyles on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!